Hey guys, what's up? It's the Culture Detective here, investigating your favorite movies, and today is an incredibly special day because I'm going to be watching, or at least I hope I will be able to, a movie that is banned in Hong Kong and China, and this is a very important movie that I've been wanting to watch for over a year already, and there are only 3 screenings in LA. In this period of time, actually ever, because there is one screening on April 2nd, there is one screening on April 3rd, and I couldn't make it to either because I had to move. And the last screening left ever is tonight. So I'm going to make it there. And this is kind of special because I will not be going to a cinema. I will not be going to the theater. To where? Let's find out. Fuck. I made a mistake. I forgot to bring my bus card. God damn it. Fucking hell, the bus will be here anytime soon. God fucking damn it. Let me cross the road. Alright. Just ran all the way back home to grab my bus card. I think I missed the one. I don't know. Fuck. Some dude speaking in Mandarin. Some dude speaking Mandarin suddenly asked me, okay, the Mandarin speaking guy was there again. He asked me when I ran back home, when I ran back home, he asked me, what am I looking for? And then I said, 回家. And then a little bit later when I came back out, just like 10 seconds ago, he asked me if I'm lost, do I need to help you? And I said, 不用, no need. Alright, bus number 17, this better be you. Yes, bus number 17, take me to Charles E. Young, take me there, come on. There we go, that's it, that's the bus, the 17, yes, that's it. I'm kind of late. I mean, I'm not late, but I want to be like at least 45 minutes early. But right now, I'll probably be 30 minutes early, not 45. Here we go. Bus card, yes.
Please exit through the rear door.
Alright, here I am. This is it. Where the fuck do I go now? Helmets. This is it. Holy shit. Okay, the big reveal. Let's see if this is legit or not. Oh my god, I'm so nervous. I hope this is real, because the ticket is free and I don't know if this is real or not, but I've came all the way here. Might as well see. Come on, it's got to be here. Okay. Come on. Where is it? Is this it? Where is it? What the hell? Oh my god, is this it? Holy shit, it's real. Holy fuck. Holy. Oh my god. What the fuck? Holy shit. Oh my god.
This, my colleague say.
GSA is the Graduate Student Association here on campus. My name is Wilmos Paul. I'm one of the co-director here. Please follow us on social media so you keep up with what we have coming down the pipeline. And once you're done, please put your phones away.
Couple of things also, there are many cameras today. You may notice people taking photos.好多謝你今日嚟同我哋做呢個 Q&A 啦。咁well, Charles will be translating while I'm
佢哋未必睇得明。不過當然啦，歷史或者政治或者呢場運動係真係好複雜，睇個環境得唔得，係睇自己做嘅嘢啱定唔啱嚇。咁呢個我懷住咁嘅心時候，我做啱咗喎，我。
All right, time now is 10:47. It is extremely late, and I wanted to raise my hand. I actually did raise my hand and wanted to ask a question to Kiwi Chow, the director, but it never got to me. And before I could ask, someone else asked first, and then that's the last question. That's the last chance. So, rip. Also, I wanted to stay behind a little bit to meet more Hong Kongers, but I guess that's not happening. I did meet a friend though, not a friend, like I did meet someone though, which is very interesting. But overall, it is what it is. All right, let me take the bus back home. Welp, waiting for the bus. So I guess as can you see me? Okay, well then, I'm just gonna do the review right now, here and then. First of all, I'd like to say that I cried like 4 times in this movie. Honestly, I thought I would cry more than 4 times. Honestly, I thought I would cry like 10 times, but I still cried like 4 times, which is a lot. I don't know, man. This is the most I've cried at a movie since Your Name, so that's huge. Wow, I feel so blessed that not only this is a real thing, but also that like right off the bat, someone to my right, sitting to my right, was like, "Hey, you a Hong Konger?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then he talked to me a little bit, and then we exchanged IGs, which is nice. but I'm a little greedy. I feel like I'm a bit of a greedy person because I left with him. I left the cinema with him, and as we left, I was looking back because there was a big group of Hong Kongers behind us laughing and stuff, and I just kind of want to join in and just meet people like JT does. You know, JT met a bunch of people in UCLA Dance Society, and I'm like, damn, I gotta do something too. But at the end, I didn't. I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, maybe it's a good idea to leave a little early because right now it's already really late and I gotta get home. I still gotta study for the midterms tomorrow. Yeah, I guess first things first, I can't rate and judge this documentary the exact same way I judge other films, because it's got to be a little biased. There's a little biased action going because I'm a Hong Konger myself, so of course I would be really emotionally moved. But if you haven't experienced this as a Hong Konger, then or as someone who is part of this movement, you probably won't feel much. Yeah, I'm just really emotionally moved. And there were a few scenes that just made me bawl my eyes out. The first scene is when this documentary follows several characters actually, but one of the characters is Uncle Chan, who is this 70-something-year-old guy, and he got pepper sprayed by the police, and he cried and he kept on saying, "I want to protect the kids. I failed protecting children," and I cried at that point. And then the point where I cried even harder was the first aider. He was right outside of the MTR station and the gate was closed and the cops would not let him in. And the first aider, the first aid guy, he's like, "Just let me in. You can shoot me, you can tase me, but just let me in and save those people." And the cops just ignored him and he just cried. And when he cried, I cried. And then another point is where there were parents on the streets. That was during the Polytechnic University siege. And there were parents on the streets like, "Why are you hurting our children? Why are you hurting our children? They are my children. Just let them go, please." And like, man, like I just couldn't hold my tears, man. I just couldn't. And then there were a couple other moments as well. But truth be told, this felt really long. This documentary felt extremely long. And rightfully so, because so many things happened in between those like 8-9 months of the movement. Like so many things happened, and there are still like several things that happened that isn't included in the documentary, like you know, the ice cream shop with the pepper spray flavor. I mean, it's not a huge deal, but you know, I wish the documentary would say more about that, as well as the airport fight, the mall in Sha Tin, the fight there, the ear cutting, the Bruce Lee kick. There's the guy who used an umbrella as a shield very nonchalantly, that clip. But honestly, I'm impressed because within 2.5 hours, this documentary still covered like 95% of everything I know about the protest. Like everything from the anthem to Hong Kong map to some of the protest tactics. It didn't cover all the protest tactics, but it did cover like the most basic ones: the slingshots, the Molotov cocktails, the be like water strategy. And it does cover a bit of, you know, the political side of things and the more Lenin Wall side of things. Oh, my bus is coming. I'll talk a little more later, I guess. All right, back to the review. So, everybody's crying. I mean, a lot of people are crying, and like not even 10 minutes into the film, there were already people behind me and in front of me and to my left, just whipping out tissues, snotting, tearing up. So So yeah, that was something, and there were only like 2 people to my right, so I don't know if they cried or not. I didn't pay attention. But yeah, the film included a lot of stuff, man. So much stuff. It's crazy, and I'm really glad that the film put a lot of time into the Siege of Polytechnic U. Siege of Poly U. I'm really glad that they did that, because that's pretty much the climax of the whole movement, in my opinion. I mean, that's the biggest thing. And there was at one point where it starts to get boring, because even though every single event feels slightly different, the documentary uses very similar clips again and again and again. And when it comes to filmmaking, I guess Kiwi Chow could have used more different methods. He could have used editing methods and cinematography methods. He could have used graphics in order to make it look more interesting and feel more interesting. But it's just a minor flaw. It didn't take me out of the experience. I also think the music and the editing isn't perfect. But again, it's 11:23. I'm back in my own apartment, in my own bedroom. Let's continue. Right. Wow. One of my favorite scenes in the whole documentary is Molotov cocktail evaporating. That is this documentary overall is super dramatic. Like dramatic music, dramatic scenes, lots of crying, lots of swearing, lots of shouting and screaming, but occasionally this movie lets itself have a bit of fun, have a bit of humor, and that is very rare. There's one moment where the documentary shows a montage of how people deal with tear gas, pouring water, putting a traffic cone on top, throwing it back. And then there's one small shot of like someone using a badminton racket or a tennis racket to hit the tear gas backwards, which is hilarious. Like a lot of people in the cinema like laughed a little bit, giggled. But my favorite funny moment was when the protesters were trying to throw Molotov cocktails at the Chinese bank. Except something happened and the Molotov cocktail started to evaporate and they can't do anything about it. And it was such an awkward moment. And they were just laughing, and it was a funny moment, and a lot of people around me also laughed. And another collective audience reaction moment was when, of course, the Saiwan Ho shooting incident. I remember that. I was there. I mean, I didn't see it, but I was like one street away when it happened. And when I saw this clip, I was like, oh my god, they're gonna show it. Fuck. And I guess a lot of people have seen this clip already. But still, when the police pulled the trigger and the guy was shot down, like the whole cinema just gasped. Like, oh, fuck. And yeah, it was just very amazing experience. And then right after the movie, some guy in the background like yelled slogans, and I yelled, and everyone yelled, and it was amazing. And then afterwards, we have the Q&A with Kiwi Chow, which went on for about an hour. And at first, I'm like, okay, nobody's gonna ask, right? Okay. And I remained silent, but later on, people started to raise their hands and ask questions, and I want to do the same. But at the end, I was gonna, but someone else took my chance. And then after that, the host of the night was like, okay, thank you for your time. It's getting late already. Bye-bye. So that's incredibly unfortunate. And I thought it would be amazing because if I get the chance to ask a question to Kiwi Chow, and Kiwi Chow and Liu Kaiji also worked on 10 Years, which is an anthology film from 2015. And Liu Kaiji and also Paco Wong, who also showed up in the short film. And Paco Wong is also the producer of my last short film. It's like one full circle, you know? It would be quite cool. But at the end, that didn't happen. But yeah, it's still a very great experience. And yeah, you know, I'm just really glad that there's Hong Kong film thing in LA as well. Albeit not as popular as the UK Hong Kong Film Festival. But still, there will be screenings of Inside the Red Brick Wall. I think that's what it's called. Wai Sing. Fuck, I forgot the name, but you know. And then there are going to be screenings of May We Stay Forever Young and some other films, a Stanley Kwan film, Lam Yu, and as well as Love After Love by Anne Ho. So I'm excited to go to those screenings as well. And I hope that I make more Hong Konger friends, especially filmmaking Hong Kong friends, and create a future for Hong Kong. Now, in conclusion, this is a good documentary. I enjoyed it. I cried, I laughed, I gasped, and I mean, I know a lot about the protests because I was kind of there when it happened, but this documentary also revealed things that I have not learned until like then. So that's really cool. And I just applaud Kiwi Chow's bravery because he made this documentary and exposed himself, and he could be arrested like any time now. So I just really respect and admire his bravery. And he's planning to make a rom-com next. But like some people like cut off his funding, and some actors like pulled out of his project. But you know, he's still going at it. He's still going at it. So yeah, if I could give a score, I would say 9 out of 10. But honestly, it doesn't even matter because it's biased. But it'll definitely end up in my year-end list. Definitely.